course, Tyler, if people didn't check out the Miami game or the Tennessee game, and those are the two games that I watched pretty much start to finish, maybe they're checking out Georgia Tech for the first time this year against Clemson. Whether it be offense, we talked a little bit about, didn't touch the defense. Who are some of those people on either side of the ball, those players that stand out for you and maybe were kind of pleasant surprises this year thus far?
Defensively, I'd say A.J. Gray at safety has been probably he's broken out the most this season. Had a couple of really good games against, was it North Carolina? I think he had a couple of interceptions. He stood out a little bit, and he's a huge key because Ted Roof has been playing him around the field more often, which is what a lot of fans and some of the bloggers have wanted to see because he can play up and make tackles. He's good in the secondary. So A.J. Gray will be a key. I think you could see him on Renfro in the slot a little bit. And then also with defensive back Lawrence Austin is because Tech runs the 4-2-5. So many people know. So the extra defensive back, Lawrence Austin, will be the nickel back in that set. And so he will be in the slot a lot. And I think that's maybe one of the most interesting or important positions against Clemson because obviously with Renfro and at the slot receiver, and then also a lot of the read options that Clemson's going to be doing, Lawrence Austin's going to have to play really, really good. And he's been pretty solid this year, a little bit up and down. And then we talked about Brant Mitchell, who should end up playing, but at middle linebacker, he's really the glue. He's the best tackler on the defense. And you could definitely see against Wake Forest, the tackling took a huge decline. And even against Miami, when he came out of the game, Miami was able to run the ball pretty well at the middle. So Brant Mitchell being healthy and being effective is something you need to watch for.
You wonder how that dynamic works during practice with a 4-2-5 defense, five defensive backs taking on a triple option offense that's running the ball 90% of the time. It's just kind of odd that scheme would play out that way where the defensive backs are, I don't want to say they're twiddling their thumbs because they got to support the run, but in terms of pass defense and getting reps in the pass defense game with five of them out there is kind of interesting.
I've heard a lot of the players, especially I've heard a lot this year, and even Johnson references the scout team a good bit because I imagine the scout teams used a ton at Tech to where the defense is able to face a regular offense without making his triple option offense do something different. And then the same with the triple option, trying to face a scout team defense that is trying to stop the option. So I imagine the scout team is a pretty big deal at Tech to be able to make that work, like you said, because those two don't combine well in terms of what they do.